Now, as Secretary, you face some unique challenges as well. Social media was barely born when I was Secretary, thank God for that. We know that your boss loves social media. So what's it like, and how do you deal with the constant pressure of social media, especially out of the White House?
Well, he's world class at social media, and I'm not. And I'm going to confess here, in the heart of the creation of this great technology, I have no social media accounts. I've never had any, and I don't intend to have any. It is a great tool when it's used well. The president has used it to great effect by bypassing the traditional means of communicating, and he absolutely thrives on this ability to instantly communicate, not just to the American people, but to our friends and allies or to our adversaries, to the entire world. I don't know when he's going to do that because that is just the way the president operates. So the challenge is just getting caught up, because I don't even have a Twitter account that I can follow what he's tweeting. So my staff usually has to print his tweets out and hand them to me. Now, on the one hand, you could say, well, that's nuts. Why don't you get an account? But on the other hand, I've actually concluded that's not a bad system, because it goes out, and I don't know it's going to go out. So there's not a whole lot I'm going to, do until it's out there. By the time I find out about it, there's actually been some period of time, and depending on where I am in the world, it might be 5 minutes or it might be an hour before somebody hands me a piece of paper and says, hey, the president just tweeted this out. I already have the early reactions to that, and it allows me to now begin to think about, all right, how do we take that then into, if it's a foreign policy issue, what is he's tweeting about, how do we take that and now use it? And so it's interesting. I get the question a lot from people about, gosh, it must be impossible to deal with that. I had to get used to it early on because it was very unconventional for all of us. But I take it and I say, okay, this is information. We know what our objectives are, and he didn't change any of them. This is just his way of wanting to communicate on the subject. How do we take that and use it? And so that's how I deal with it. But I think I'm probably going to go to my grave and never have a social media account.